This fan is cursed. Absolutely cursed. And
let's tell you
why is it cursed? Well, we'll get to that in a second.
On the surface, it looks quite nice. This is the post-restoration video of this 1987 Casablanca Zephyr that I got from the Pennsylvania fan meet. The downrod is different than the first video.
So this was a Zephyr that was filled with spider eggs, and
one of the blades was broken, bad bearings, had no light kit. I've since added this K4S, which I think actually, when the light is on, it looks really, really good.
It's really nice with these bevel shades with the white design on them. I really love that. But
this fan fought, and I don't think it wants to be fully repaired. So
I'm going to start off with speed 1, and then after that I'll explain why this thing is cursed.
Ooh. Demo mode does not agree with this control, by the way.
Yeah, the control we're using is goofy.
It's the one I know I can never sell with a fan on eBay, so
let's start from the beginning of this goofy thing. So first of all, again, this was the one with bad bearings that was filled with spider eggs and the broken blade and all that stuff. And I will post the video description for that in this description for the original video of this fan. But we hung it and everything was like functioning properly, so I took this home to replace the bearings, and that's when I noticed there were a few small cracks forming in the flywheel. And so with literally almost no force, the whole flywheel just crumbled apart and broke.
It was funny seeing a picture sent being like, hey, this flywheel's got some cracks in it, and then like 5 minutes later just the entire thing separated from itself.
So that was shot. So thankfully I had a spare one, which is period correct. It's a 4-blade only flywheel, and this fan's from 87, this flywheel is from 86. So everything worked out fine at first. The new bearings were silent. So I put this back together and brought it back over here, and then all of a sudden one day I get a text from Matt saying that these bearings are making some weird noise.
And I do have that video.
Yeah, so apparently what happened was one of the bearings were defective. You know, I'm going to put this on speed 2. So the bearings were fine with me. It wasn't until later one of them started making a weird noise.
Which I still don't understand how that's possible, but, you know, we'll just roll with it, I guess.
So I replaced that bearing, like, literally just like an hour ago, 2 hours ago.
Yeah. It took a long time because we also did not have a steel pipe because Matt forgot it, and I do not have mine either.
I mean, I didn't have the pipe to hammer the new bearing on, so we had to go to the store and get one, and it was a pain. Put the new bearing in, reassemble it, and then it starts making some weird grinding noise.
A different noise from the first time, mind you.
Completely new noise. So I'm going to put on speed 3. So I was like, okay, maybe I should replace the second bearing. So I replaced that bearing. I put it back together and the noise didn't go away. Now the weird thing was, it only made that noise when the bottom motor plate was on. So when you spun it freely, you spun the bearings in your hand, you spun the rotor, it was fine. It only started making that noise when you put that plate on the bottom of the motor.
And before anyone says that like weird circular clip thing was in there, that was, you know, that wasn't just like not present or something. In fact, there were 2 of them in there, so.
So what ended up happening was I used some WD-40 to like, not on the bearings, but around them to maybe, I don't know, clean whatever was there. Just as an attempt to make that noise go away. That didn't work. Put it back together again. The noise came back, and it would just never go away. So then, Matt just randomly tried holding the motor like upside down or like.
It wasn't even. It was sideways at first.
Yes, he was holding it sideways at first, and when you were holding it sideways, the noise just went away. They were silent. But when you face it up, like when you're doing the bearing replacement, so the flywheel faces the ceiling, the grinding noise is there. But now that it's installed this way with the flywheel facing the floor, they're dead silent.
As they should be, because they're new bearings. Also, unrelated, but are you seeing what's going on with the pattern on the ceiling because of the light shades?
I never
and the fan interrupting the cycle. It looks like strobe lights almost. It's actually really cool.
This is speed 4, I believe.
Yep.
But yeah, it's running nice right now.
Yeah, as long as it's, on the ceiling as it should be, it's fine. It's just, that's such an oddity that neither of us have ever seen that before.
I have replaced hundreds of bearings, and I've not once come across that problem. That was just the weirdest thing ever. So if we were to take the blades off and take this fan down and flip it upside down, the grinding noise would come back.
Yep.
But because it's facing like the normal way here, there's no noise.
Before I forget to mention, this has a new set of blades on it. As you may remember, it only had 2 because one of them broke. I've since gotten a set of anti-wet blades that are actually a bit older than when this fan came out, but it's fine. But one of the brackets, oh my god, it was bent so far upwards that the blade was coming close to like scratching the ceiling. I have a video of that as well, and I was very afraid that I was going to snap the bracket, but I didn't somehow.
Wait, is that bracket one of these for?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can actually see one of them is like a little bit higher still.
Oh, that still actually came out really nice.
Yeah. And the fan's trying to wobble right now. I don't know how well you can see that. It's just like shaking a little bit, but it can't. Let's go to speed 5.
And one more thing about this fan. So this is 1987, right when they introduced RMM2. So this has that weird RMM 1.5 system in it. And the board literally turned brown.
So these are supposed to be green, but it got so melted. I'm shocked this thing still works perfectly because there is not a thing wrong with the Intelitouch functions. But man, somebody just cooked it from using it for so long over the years.
It's amazing that this even works.
The ribbon cable also has like a nibble taken out of it.
Oh god, don't even get started in the ribbon cable. The ribbon cable is literally, like, the ribbon cable for the BFR has a brown spot that's missing a chunk of the cable. And it's literally so fragile.
But it works, I guess.
It still works. Don't ask me how. Even though it's got a chunk taken out of it. And there's speed 6.
So yeah, something tells me that this fan did not want to be repaired. I think it wanted to die peacefully, but 2 nerds decided to take it apart and make it run for more than it wanted to, probably.
Well, it's better than it was before.
Oh, for sure. I was gonna eBay this fan because I assumed that it would actually work. What a crazy thought that is. But and like the weird thing is that it does, but too many things sketch me out about it. But I'm sure other collectors wouldn't mind. So
just risking a bad review.
Yeah. Or like, hey, my house burned down because of this fan, so I'm taking you to court now.
There's too many.
Which is like completely like unrealistic, like because I don't think that would happen ever, but
it's just simply too cursed for you.
But yeah, something's giving off very bad vibes with this. So
I also just replaced all 4 of the light bulb sockets in this K4S.
Oh yeah, because well, actually, it it's not a strike against this fan because this light kit didn't come with it. This came off of a Saturn. I might have said that already. But like 3 out of the 4 sockets were just completely fried. Like it was missing chunks like on the part where it like screws in, if that makes sense, like the black plastic part, just from heat over the years.
Go ahead and do spin down. One more thing I will say about it. When we first powered this on, it threw a spark as soon as the light came on, and I have no idea what in the world that was.
I will say, I tried replacing the sockets before, but I used the standard ones that don't actually fit in these. You have to buy like a certain thin kind that will fit inside and let you like, you know, screw it in to hold it. And when I did that, the I don't think it sparked. I just heard like a noise. Like a very small popping noise, but after that it would never do that again. So I don't think that's what's supposed to happen if you just replace light sockets, but according to this fan's logic, that's how that works.
It's the first time I've ever seen such a thing.
It's just weird.
And I saw the spark come out of like right around this area here. Like I couldn't tell if it was on the top or bottom, or if it came out of the light kit because it just happened so fast. And it was a small spark. It wasn't like anything serious.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, but I wasn't exactly paying attention, so.
But this fan, well, here it is. Came out
It's
nice.
a good description.
It came out nice, and it will function quietly as long as it's facing this way.
Yeah, I'd rather sell this to another collector who didn't have to go through all the annoyances. Because it really does work fine. I'm just honestly playing it up a little bit.
I still think it was worth it.
Yeah.
But there you have it. That pretty much wraps it for this cursed
Zephyr.
Extremely cursed Zephyr. So there you have it.
Bye.